So as somebody that's watched the Game Awards like literally every single freaking year, I've loved it. And I have things I root for, and I have things that, you know, I hope don't get snubbed. But overall, I am just happy to see things get recognized. In fact, I kind of look forward more to the nominees themselves than almost the actual winners, because I just like to see people get recognized for certain things. And like last year, I was happy because I was rooting for Fall Guys, especially not to get Game of the Year, because there's so much more than just Game of the Year, but just getting recognized. Like I wanted Fall Guys for best multiplayer and indie game. I got it. This year, if there's anything I root for, it is really not too much except for Amori. It's a game you have never heard of, but I really want to see Amori get a nomination for best indie game or fresh game, new studio or something like that. And anything else, just even it being in the show, period. And It Takes Two, it has to be nominated for game direction. No questions asked. It Takes Two must be nominated for game direction. That's about it.
The nominees are Erica Mori, Life is Strange.
Completely understand.
Giancarlo Esposito.
I knew that would happen. Yes.
Jason Kelly, Deathloop.
Knew that would happen.
Maggie Robertson, Resident Evil Village.
That makes sense.
Azioma Aka,
Bro.
Deathloop.
I need to have on screen the things that I predicted. That's pretty close.
Nominees are Back for Blood, Knockout City.
Whoa! Yeah! Let's go! Knockout City!
It Takes Two.
Yeah, It Takes Two for sure. Yo! Hold on.
Multiplayer.
Best multiplayer, Back for Blood and Knockout City? I was not expecting that. Knockout City, if you have not played it, please play it. It is such a good multiplayer game. Like, it's an EA original thing, so they didn't have as big of a budget, and it's just fun. That's really cool. I'm really glad to see that. I was not expecting that.
The nominees for Best Art Direction are Deathloop.
Yeah.
Kena, Bridge of
Yes,
Spirits,
absolutely.
Psychonauts
Yes.
2,
Yes,
Ratchet &
absolutely.
Clank Rift Apart,
Yeah, I figured.
and The Artful Escape.
Hold on. I actually really like art direction. This is all perfect, I personally feel. Deathloop, I'm a little bit surprised to see, because it's not like the best looking game, but I actually thought it might be in this because of its style, you know, its set design. I need to find my predictions because I really would love to see like how spot on I was. Yeah, art direction. Oh, okay. The only one I missed was, actually I was pretty off here. I thought Forza Horizon 5 and Tales of Arise would be here, which I'm a little bit surprised. Forza Horizon 5 wasn't in this category. That's actually interesting.
For Best Score and Music, the nominees
I have
are
no idea on this one.
Cyberpunk 2077, Deathloop.
I totally forgot that Cyberpunk was a thing.
Cyberpunk 2077, Deathloop. Near Replicant, version 1.2.
Okay, so that is eligible. So that's going to be nominated for Best Action Game, for sure.
Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy.
Hey.
And The Artful Escape.
Yeah, The Artful
Best
Escape.
Audio design nominees are
I don't have too much to say about music, but
Forza
audio
Horizon
design,
5,
Deathloop. Yep,
Ratchet &
figured
Clank Rift
Forza.
Apart, Resident Evil Village, and Returnal.
This is interesting. This is like I usually see this category just clustered with shooters. This is usually clustered with the shooters, which this year there is a good deal, Returnal and Deathloop, but I knew Forza would be in this. But it's cool to see Ratchet here. That's cool.
Next up,
Best Narrative.
The best story in a game. The nominees are
Life is Strange.
It
Oh,
Takes Two,
Deathloop. Takes
Life is Strange,
Oh!
True Colors,
Yeah, Life is Strange always
Marvel's
makes it in.
Guardians of the Galaxy, and Psychonauts 2.
Yo, that's cool. I didn't know if Psychonauts 2 would be in this, but that's cool. Because of just the way they tell that story, it has to do with a lot of people's minds, so it is very creative of a story. It's not like super deep on the surface level, but when you dig into it, it really is. And I knew Life is Strange would be in here, so that's cool. I was not expecting Deathloop at all. Everything here makes sense. Very surprised to see Guardians here. Guardians is getting a lot. I was not expecting Deathloop, though, whatsoever. I think he just said games with an impact, so this is where I get mad.
A thought-provoking game with a profound pro-social meaning. The nominees are
This is where I'm going to get mad. Oh.
Boyfriend Dungeon, Chicory, Life is Strange, True
Please.
Colors,
Please.
and No Longer Home.
Amori's not fucking here. If Omori isn't in Games for an Impact, it's not fucking here. So stupid. And it technically is eligible. It was a late December release. And it was available on Steam. I don't know. Is it because it's not on consoles? That's really unfortunate, man. Omori is such... Please, if you're watching this video, please hear me. Look up a trailer for Omori. Be super careful about spoilers because there's a lot to spoil about the game. Omori is this year's Game for an Impact. Screw the Game Awards. Omori is this year's Game for an Impact. Not to insult these guys. Like, I'm sure they deserve to be here. But Omori, there's no question, man. There's no goddamn question. Omori is Games for an Impact for the year. So, just so you know, they didn't actually put in that game this year.
Independent game celebrates a game made
Omori.
outside of the publishing system. The nominees are 12 Minutes.
Hey! Yeah,
Kina,
Death's Door is going to
Witch of
win.
Spirits, Inscription,
Nice, kinda.
and Loop Hero.
I know about 3 out of 5 of these games, but this is going to be Death's Door. Like, I heard so much praise for Death's Door, but really cool to see Kenna here. I wasn't
Witch
sure
of
about that.
Spirits. Best debut indie game recognizes a development studio
Omori.
that published its first ever game in 2021.
Omocat, whatever their name is.
Kena, Bridge of Spirits.
Yes,
Sable,
sure.
The Artful
Yes.
Escape,
Yes.
The Forgotten City,
Yes.
and Valheim.
Yes.
Best-
Well-deserved nominees, but just again, this is basically the Omori. This is the Omori, like, reaction thing. So, I was debating about this one. I really wasn't sure it would be here, so I'm very curious. But I know for sure Nier Replicant is going to be in here, so we'll see.
These for 2021 are Back for Blood,
Yo,
Chivalry
nice.
2,
Chivalry 2?
Far Cry 6, and Returnal.
Whoa. So Nier wasn't in here. Whoa. I know about this game, and it actually looks like a legitimately, like, just wacky, fun game. It really does. So, like, I'm not doubting it's a fun game, but I just was not expecting to see it anywhere in the show. But that's cool. Best action game. That's really freaking cool. Really happy to see Back for Blood.
Action game.
Back for Blood is getting a lot of love here. So, seriously, I'm telling you right now, Back for Blood is a fun-ass
Back for
game.
Blood.
And Deathloop, I knew would be here, too. I knew that would be here. That's
Far
cool.
Cry 6,
Far Cry 6 is a little bit surprising.
and Returnal.
And Returnal for sure makes sense, yeah.
For best action adventure,
I have no idea what this is going to be. I have no idea what best action adventure game is going to be. Because I feel like we didn't get too many, like, open world style games. That's not the only thing an action adventure is, but, you know, I think Metroid Dread, will that be in here? I'm not sure.
game. The nominees are Marvel's Guardians of the
Yeah,
Galaxy,
okay. Wow.
Metroid Dread,
There's Metroid. Yep.
Ratchet and Clank,
Yep.
Rift Apart, Resident Evil Village, and
Yeah.
Psychonauts
For
2.
sure. Yeah. Yeah, that all makes total sense. I'm 100% on board with that. I feel like Resident Evil 8, though, would you classify that as an action event? I guess it is, yeah. It's just a first-person, like, horror style one, but yeah. Best role-playing game, just like action adventure. I'm very curious how this
In
goes.
the category of best role-playing game,
Tales of
nominees
Rise.
are Cyberpunk 2077,
Yep.
Monster Hunter Rise,
Yep.
Scarlet Nexus,
Wow, yeah.
Shin Megami Tensei 5,
Wow. Huh.
and Tales of Arise.
Yeah. I mean, those are literally the 5 RPGs that came out this year. In terms of, like, bigger ones. Again, Omori could have been here because Omori is an RPG, but these are the 5. Like, I figured these are basically the only ones. I'm just a little bit surprised to see
And
Scarlet
Tales of
Nexus.
Arise.
But
Now, before we
alright.
get to our for the most anticipated game presented by Prime Gaming,
Yeah.
Elden Ring,
Totally.
God of War Ragnarok,
Totally.
Horizon Forbidden West,
Totally.
the sequel to The Legend of Zelda,
Yeah,
Breath
totally.
of the Wild, and Starfield.
100%. Those are like the 5 most anticipated games of next year. 100%. Yeah, for sure.
Best fighting game. The nominees
What fighting game came out this year?
are Demon Slayer,
Okay.
Guilty Gear Strive,
Oh, okay.
Melty Blood Type Lumina,
Haven't heard of it.
Nickelodeon All-Star,
Oh my! I knew it. I freaking knew.
Brawl, and Virtua Fighter 5 Ultimate Showdown.
Oh, yo. Okay, I think that one should win. I forgot that happened. Bro, I mentioned this to somebody and I was like, dude, there's no fighting games that came out this year. Are we actually going to see this Nickelodeon All-Stars Brawl be nominated for best fighting game?
reveal this year's biggest world premieres on December 9th. Next up, Best Family Game.
This will be jam-packed. This is going to be a jam-packed
Those
category.
nominees are It Takes Two,
For
Mario
sure.
Party Superstars, New
Okay,
Pokemon
yeah.
Snap,
Yeah.
Super Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury.
I don't know about that.
WarioWare. Get it together.
I need to look at... Okay, so the thing about this is that I thought Super Mario 3D World, Bowser's Fury would get nominated, but I kind of debated. I'm like, is that... It's technically a game that already happened. Like, Bowser's Fury is new content, but you know... And Superstars is a little bit weird because it is basically just a remake of the older games, but yeah.
In the category of Best Sim Strategy Game, the nominees are Age of Empires 4, Evil Genius 2, World
Haven't heard of it.
Domination, Humankind,
Yeah.
Inscription, and
Okay.
Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Whoa. They nominate Microsoft Flight Simulator 2 years in a row. That's... See, that kind of goes with 3D World to me. Like, I thought of Microsoft Flight Simulator being in here, but I feel like it already had its moment last year, you know? So, unless they just wanted to fill the 5 slots, then fine. But it'd be kind of weird. I don't know. It feels a little bit weird to nominate it for literally 2 years in a row.
The category of Best Sports Racing Game.
This will be fun.
Nominees are
This is forced us to
F1
win, though.
2021,
Oh,
FIFA
yeah. Forgot that was a
22,
thing. Yep, that
Hot
makes sense.
Wheels Unleashed,
Whoa!
5, and Riders Republic.
Yeah, all 5 of those make sense, except for the Hot Wheels thing. It's funny, before that game came out, people were like, this sounds terrible. And then it came out and people were like, wow, it's actually pretty phenomenal. So, wow. But that is Forza's category to
Now,
win. But
a
Riders
look at our
Republic, that's
esports
cool.
For Best Game Direction,
It Takes Two.
recognizes Outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction.
There's
and
no
design.
question It Takes
Nominees
Two.
Are Deathloop,
For sure.
Psychonauts 2,
For sure,
It
yes.
Takes Two,
Good. Okay, we're good.
Returnal, and
Makes sense.
Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart.
I think everything here is perfect. Like, Deathloop seriously has a super unique... This is the style category. Like, what is the most unique style? And that's exactly what I would say here. Deathloop, super unique style. And I forgot what was before It Takes Two. Yeah, Psychonauts 2, 100%. Actually, I would fight for Psychonauts 2 just as much as It Takes Two. I'm very surprised it didn't do that. But yeah, Psychonauts 2, equally as much as It Takes Two for its just what it was trying to do. And it not being a game... Like, It Takes Two and Psychonauts 2, there's no games like it today, I feel like. They are both so damn unique, and that's what makes them for this category. And yeah, so those two I'm definitely rooting for. I haven't played Returnal, Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, but they do seem incredibly stylized, and I appreciate Ratchet & Clank. I did a whole video about Psychonauts 2 Ratchet & Clank that nobody watched. If you want to watch that after this, please do so. But yeah, that's cool.
And finally, on behalf of the jury, comprised of more than 100 global media and influencer outlets, I am proud to announce the 6 nominees selected for outstanding creative and technical excellence.
I think that's usually what it is, but let me just see. So I predicted for Game of the Year, I predicted Death's Door, Deathloop, Metroid Dread, Psychonauts 2, Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, and Resident Evil Village. I thought runner-ups could be Forza Horizon 5, It Takes Two, and Returnal. So that's like 9 games. I'm pretty sure it'll be between those 9. We'll see.
Nominees for Game of the Year are Deathloop from Arcane Studios, It Takes Two from Hazel,
Awesome. Yep.
Metroid Dread from Mercury
Totally.
and Nintendo, Psychonauts 2 from
Yay!
Double
I wasn't thinking that would happen.
Ratchet
Dope.
& Clank Rift Apart from Insomniac,
Dope.
and Resident Evil
Yep.
Village.
Totally makes sense. That was like the
You've
most
seen all the
predictable
nominees for the
one
Game
to me.
Awards,
Makes total sense. Those are the 9 most talked about games of the year. This is the first year, though. This is the first year that we don't have an indie game that just shows up in the Game of the Year nominees, right? This is the first year. Hades was last year. Celeste was the year before that or the year before that. You know, there's just like always some, or like there's the year that PUBG was a thing where it's an early access game. There's always some game in the Game of the Year nominees. There was one year that it was Inside. There's always one indie or in progress game that makes it into the Game of the Year category. This is the first year that has not happened. So that's pretty interesting. This is the first year, and I thought this year that would be Death's Door. I thought for sure that would be Death's Door to be that game, but it's just 6 mainstream games. So that's, I don't care. That's just, it's a neat observation. So overall, the only thing I'm pissed about, as you know, is just Omori not getting into the fresh debut or games for an impact. Those 2 categories mainly, fresh debut and games for an impact. 100% Omori should have been there. Otherwise, actually, Chivalry 2 was kind of a surprise. But, I mean, hey, cool. It's a fun game. Question is, what do you think of it? Did anything you feel get super snubbed? Are you very satisfied? Any predictions as to who you think will win what category? Let me know in the comments. And stay tuned, because I'm probably going to talk about predictions on who will win and lose with a guest on the channel. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.